You gonna have any fights this week? Oh man, we gotta have some fights.
Decided on a quarterback.
Yeah, Gardner Minshew.
What went into that decision?
Listen, when we brought in Gardner, we expected, obviously, the play that we had seen in the past. And, you know, at some point, you got to give a guy confidence. And there's been times, obviously, with turnovers and other things that have taken place where we made decisions to, you know, either put him on the bench or go to another quarterback. But this week, I felt like, you know, Gardner gives us the best opportunity to move forward. And he has every opportunity to go out there and help us get to a win.
How do you give him confidence? How do you give Gardner confidence at this point?
Everybody around him. Starts with the staff, starts with myself, starts with belief, letting him know, man, go out there and let it go. Let it loose. And what we got to lose at this point, right? 2-7. So everything that's behind us is behind us, and I'm looking forward to everything in front of me.
Gardner, when Antonio says that he just wants to instill the confidence back into you and sticking with you throughout the bye as a starting quarterback, what does that mean to you?
Shoot, I don't know. I guess that's the first time hearing of it. But, nah, it's great, dude. I'm happy to be out there. Happy to help the team in any way I can, man. Yeah, whatever it takes, we got to go find a way to win.
What he said was he wants to just tell you, hey, man, just go out there, just let it rip. Don't worry about, you know, what had happened in the past 9 games. Just go forward with it.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great approach. I think that's how we all see it as a team, as an offense, and looking forward to the challenge.
How hard is it to maintain that confidence when sometimes you're in and out of the position?
It can be tough, man. No doubt about it. But, you know, been there before, been through it, you know, and excited for the opportunity ahead. That's really all we have. We got these days to prepare. We got a game coming up. We're focused on that and letting it rip.
Can I have your attention, please? I have something I think you all ought to know about. It seems that
a lot of fans
doesn't think too highly of our worth because we'd be bad enough to finish dead last and get rid of all of us for better personnel.
What if we don't finish last?
She'll replace you with somebody who will. After this season, you'll be sent back to the minors or given your outright release.
Well, then I guess there's only one thing left to do.
What's that?
Win the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yes!
What is up, Raider? Can we bring out a cutout cardboard of the supposed Mark Davis girlfriend now?
I'm marketing. It's not gonna work. And, you know,
Oh, the one that's pregnant but not pregnant with his baby.
Yeah, you know, if we bring that one out and start taking it away.
Well, I mean, you know, gotta win the whole thing. I mean, I know there is doubts of all that and everything, but you know, just a little, just trying to. Hey, you know, it's a bad season. I don't know what to say. You know, it is what it is. But anyways, welcome to the Friday edition as we come out the bye week, going into Miami this Sunday. Asylum, what do you think? How do you feel? What's going on? What is life? Mr. Jim Otto, every single episode himself. How you doing?
I'm all right. You know, I hate bye weeks. There's no fucking Raider football, win, lose. I like to watch my Raider football, but you know what? I think it came at a good time. Things happened right before the bye week and all that. So, you know, it's time to see how this cookie crumbles, because it was about this time last year where things kind of started turning around for us. So
yeah.
maybe can we pull, you know, magic out of that bag a second time?
Do we have some left? Well, after coaching changes, he won on a 2-game winning streak, beating the two teams from New York last year. But then, like you said, around exactly this same time, we were in Miami in a close game that we couldn't pull through towards the end. But it's not a Jobu time, even though Raider Homer had put that out there. I ain't got my stuff.
I was about to bring it up, but you took the picture off.
No, I didn't.
Oh, no, there it is.
We're right here. Jobu was right here. You know, he's right here. Getting ready to start the new season, the second half of the season. So
second half of the season.
The second half of the season. But
hopefully we don't need a fuck you, Jobu.
But let's come back. Now I know we started the show and we made sure we started on time. Okay, so yeah, I guess. But we know there's a very important match coming on right after our show, so we wanted to make sure we started on time. For those who are watching, dedicated viewers, we see him in the chat. Section 105, my sister Elise, my girlfriend Jessica, they're all in here.
Anna will be here soon enough. We know she will.
Yes, so we're all good on that one. But before we go into anything else and talk about that Miami, I sound like a Hondo. The Miami game. The Miami game. Let's go and do our favorite segment. There we go.
You had to think on it. You had to think. Almost stumbled.
Yes, I know. Because I want to say subject, but it's segment. It's all a bunch of S words, you know, even though when I use S words, it's usually when I'm driving. You can't drive for Okay. All right, Asylum, let's get into our favorite segment. Here we go. The shameless plug. Here we go.
All right, everybody, go to the YouTube channel, The Cage Match Show. Like, share, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. While you're at it, hit that bell. That way you know anytime a video short, a graphic, anything drops on the show, you can see it, catch it, and watch it. After, if for any reason, Roger Goodell, somebody else, we don't know what fucking happens around here.
Monkey.
Somebody's out to get us. That's all I know. You can catch us on Facebook at Oakland Raiders Savages page or my page, Asylum. Then when that's all done, you know, maybe there'll be enough time to squeeze in there before this big fight that we were talking about. Go to WGG, pick out your order there, pick out some energy, and when you're ready to check out, put Cage Match, one word, in the discount code to get 10% off your entire order.
And like we always say, when you think of wins, think of dubs. When you think of dubs, think of W. W.GG. Go in there, put your whole order, you know, get a whole bunch of stuff. Go into the discount code Cage Match, one word, CAGEMATCH, in the discount code box and get 10% off. Help us out so we can go and do more fun stuff, whether it's on this show or merch, because we're coming up with more ideas that people forgot about to make merch. We're going old school, you know. That's what we do. We're not there yet for t-shirts, so we're trying to get there. but we got other little things coming out. I know I'm talking too much right now, but whatever. Anyways, speaking of merch, go to www.rn4lifer.com. The Copa Fabian, that is his website, RaiderNationForLifer.com. Go there, check out his stuff because he has some great merch. He has a lot of stuff on there, and like I always say, I only wear hats. From the man himself, go check that out. RaiderNationForLifer.com. That's how we remember it. RN4LIFER.com. And always shouts out to RaiderMan19. He has his podcast coming out soon. Coming out soon. See, I'm ready for the fight. I got to get my hands taped up so I can punch things. RaiderMan19.com. Go there. You hear him at the end of the intro doing the Raider Oath. And speaking of the oath, we got to get him to the torch because maybe he is the missing link to get this team going. Lighten the torch and then lighten the fire underneath the russes to get this team going. The Raider Mystique from Oakland to Las Vegas. That's what we're trying to do. Get him to the torch. Have him do that at the that you hear at the end of the intro. Have him do that before a game. Get this whole team fired up. And yeah, I guess that's it. All right, Asylum. We're back from the bye. A lot of changes have been made. We talked about it many times on the show.
Yeah.
So,
just recently too.
Yes, yeah. So, what do you expect? Oh, okay, let me start over. What are the realistic expectations going into this game Saturday morning in Miami?
Saturday morning?
I'm sorry, Sunday morning in Miami. Sorry.
The fight thing. I thought that was Saturday, and it happens to be today. So you almost had me going. Oh shit!
You know, we changed the time, and I think I went a day early. I don't know what happened, Kay. Spring forward. Everything got screwed up.
Realistically, I'm not one of those guys who are thinking that we're going to see big changes. The offensive lines all of a sudden going to block better. All of a sudden quarterback. We're not going to be seeing that. We've seen good play out of the Raiders team. We have seen, other than 2 games that we got completely blown out, we have played well in other games. What has happened is we disappear somewhere after those scripted plays, somewhere at the end of the first quarter, going into the second quarter, third quarter, and then try to come back in the fourth. My expectations is not to see him disappear. Everyone's been saying it was the play calling. Luke Getsy's not there no more, right? AP just said he expects Gardner Minshew just to go out and let it go. Well, now Scott Turner's job is to make sure players ain't disappearing, our offense isn't disappearing, and that's what I want to see. That's the expectation I see. Is I don't care if it's running the same scripted plays over and over and over and over until they don't work. Like Marcel says, right? Over and over and over, over and over and over until, doing that. But I expect, and hope to see a little bit more consistency out of the offense, not a hot start and then collapsing.
Yes. Let's go into right there you go. There's the offense right there. That's what it's supposed to look like. Airing it out right there. Yeah, I know everyone's saying it's too late. We're already 8 games left in the season. Why are we even doing this? Whatever. And then the announcement of Gardner Minshew, and even he was all like, "Wait, me? I don't know if you noticed that his whole face turned red. He was like, "Wait, I'm starting? What? They're throwing me out there again? What?" So this is like, because we like to use movie references. This is like, do you remember in Rookie of the Year, Nick Nolte's? I think it was Nick Nolte. No, Gary Busey. Whatever, they look the same to me. Gary Busey's character. You know how he had the bad shoulder and he was all the Rocket. The Rocket. Don't call me Rocket. I haven't been a Rocket in a long time. So they were all like, they were going into like the to clinch the playoff berth. And the manager, his name was Sal. That's me, black dude. So he goes, "Hey, Rocket, I'm going to need you to go in there and I need the experience." He's like, "What? Me? I'm going in?" "Yeah. Rodenberger, get ready." No. So remember that movie?
Yeah, I remember that movie.
So So it was probably something like that because over there in the if you know in the beginning when you saw the video in his press conference, he was kind of like, wait, what's going on? You know,
Well, I think that was more about the confidence about the whole confidence comment, and trying to build the confidence for him and everything. I just don't think he heard AP saying that.
Yeah.
No,
well, he just.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying he just looked surprised. Like, wait, I'm the guy now again. Third time's the charm.
But I even told you we talked on the phone. What was it before the Wednesday show? And I turned around and said, "You asked me who do I think was going to go," and I said it's probably going to be Gardner Minshew because of the experience. You know, Ritter is still relatively well. You can't even say learning a playbook. I mean, they're both learning the playbook now. But when it comes to experience and learning multiple playbooks and having to go out there and execute it, Minshew unfortunately has that kind of experience. And I think that's what they're going with right there.
Yeah, and he also said in his press conference that they asked him about changing offensive coordinators and this and that, and he goes, the verbiage is the same, and then basically the structure or the he called it the bones of it. But so basically, yeah, the structure is still the same. We're just gonna see, what they want to do, what they want, and how it's gonna look off of that. But other things, I think it was listening to one of the Hondo Carpenters podcasts where they said they weren't gonna start Ritter because he just came into this organization a few weeks back to learn one offensive coordinator. And then right after playing one game, playing a quarter in a game, now you got another type of new offense. Well, not new offense, but another variation of that offense that you have to learn. So yeah, it made sense that let's go with the veteran and Gardner Minshew, and maybe with a new person calling the plays who probably maybe will know how to use him in certain players better and fit them better into this offense. That it'll be a different result, hopefully. With Gardner Minshew coming in this season, 1,501 yards of passing, 6 touchdowns, 8 interceptions with an 80.2 rating, 67 completion percentage, sacked 23 times. His longest pass was that touchdown pass, 57 yards to Brock Bowers in that Denver game before the other long pass he threw to the other team, 100 yards for a touchdown. 5 fumbles and a QBR rating.
In there. You should have had that asterisk in there. 100-yard touchdown pass.
100-yard touchdown pass, asterisk, yeah. A QB rating of 37.7. So he hasn't had he hasn't had a great year. But there's still 8 games left to see what he can do to make this offense go. But yeah, and
I'm gonna go again with everyone was play calling. Everyone, I'm not saying me because I was the one of the few who was saying give Getsy a chance. Was execution. I was seeing execution problems, but everyone said play calling. So now we're going to be able to see because we know Getsy went conservative after that first drive, or even second drive, because that 100-yard touchdown was on the second drive, and they marched down the field. But I think with Scott Turner, you're going to see that aggressiveness. You're going to see because he watched what Getsy did and how it didn't go. And I think I'll be a little bit more worried about him being too aggressive on his play calling, trying to outshine what Getsy did, right? But I think you're going to see that aggressiveness there, and we're going to find out, really, if it truly was play calling, execution, or a combination of the two.
Yeah, because, I mean, if Getsy was making sandwiches, all everyone was getting was the top bread and the bottom bread. There was no meat in between. And that was the problem. Because that's all we saw. We saw the first drive, got that bread right there, boom. And then nothing. And then the next drive, that last drive, we got that bread right there, boom. What was inside? I don't know, probably
it was a mayonnaise sandwich.
A mayonnaise sandwich, okay, and or like in Friday, it was a sugar sandwich, so And that's what was going on. Like,
I don't know if that was sugar. It might have been a little bit of salt instead.
It's like you got ham, no burger, cereal, no milk. So
No
that's what was
turkey,
going on. That was Getsy. Like, man, you got nothing that goes together. So yeah, we're gonna see with Scott Turner coming in and Norv, who Scott Turner said that he
asked.
He said, "Can I bring my dad, in to help me out with the offense?" So, at this point, I say, "Hey, no peanut butter, no jelly." Basically, we had no jelly, and we were all jelly of the other offenses that were that were playing against us and scoring. So, yeah, he had brought his dad in, Norv Turner, former Raider coach from the Al Davis years. So, he'll be coming in, helping out with the team and all that, seeing maybe what the deficiencies were in the offense. They said that he's been watching a lot of tape even before he was summoned to come back to the Raiders. So, and right there on that comment, let me give you this one. It's all day, every day.
And all year long, even in the offseason, it's always fuck the Chiefs.
Yes, I stopped watching the Muppets just because. Okay, I said I'm done. I'm protesting. So Kermit the Frog can go home. So Norv Turner coming in. So yeah, so I don't know if there's going to be high expectations or if we just got to kind of, let's just wait and see. And I mean, the one thing you got to do is you got to get this guy going at least. Brock Bowers making history on this one. Get him back going, because when the ball comes to him, he has the hands. And once he gets that ball, he's not just falling forward. Like, he's not just falling down. He's bullying forward for more yards. So we got to get this guy more active in the offense. And that's what we're...
Clarify, that second overall, that's with receivers. That's receivers, tight ends, and running backs. That's second overall of anybody who catches a ball.
Now, this was before the bye, so these numbers are not fully updated, but
as far as the rankings, the other numbers, the one category is correct.
Yeah,
because he didn't get nothing during going, but yeah, that first, second, all that is before the bye.
Yes,
fucking bye.
So
hate buys.
You can't say bye to buys, especially when they start going to longer seasons. We'll probably see more like a second bye.
That's been a talk, going to 18 games and having a second bye in there.
Can you imagine in like 20 years, football would turn into like basketball, 82 games?
Oh God. That'd be interesting.
There's only 52 games in a week. In a year. There's only 52 weeks in a year, and you're gonna have 82 games. The sport never ends.
You either play Monday and Sunday, or fucking Monday and Thursday.
You guys get
on Monday.
After the Super Bowl, you get 1 week to prepare for the draft, and the next week we're ready to roll. Let's go. Okay. You guys don't need training camp. You're still conditioned from 2 weeks ago after the playoffs, all right? So there you go.
Eyes with those contracts, though.
I don't know.
Talking about $1 billion contracts now.
Oh, I know. And we're a $1 billion team, so we can afford it, I guess. I don't know. This is what happens 20 plus years of lower than mediocrity football, and we just like to say delusional stuff because
we're delusional.
Delusional. That's we're delusional fans, So looking at the head-to-head between the two teams, Raiders versus Miami, Raiders versus the Dolphins.
Miami.
Raiders lead the all-time series 21-20-1. So the last win was the overtime victory in 2021 when they played here, or not here, but in Las Vegas. That was an overtime victory with John Gruden when they started 3-0. But as you can see, this has been the last 10 meetings. The Raiders only won twice in the last 10 years. outside of the Sea of Hands game and the last playoff game between the two in 2000, when the Raiders beat them 27-0 to go in the divisional round to get ready to go play the Ravens in the championship game, it's been all Miami. It's been all Miami basically. Well, for the last 10 games.
Yeah. No, they've had our. I mean, you had that Fitz Magic fucking game where that face mask is the only reason why they won it because it moved it forward. Going shit like that. I mean, we seem to always want to shoot ourselves in the foot. I mean, you got a few close games there, and then you got a few blowouts in there. It is what it is. It's just lately here we've struggled with Miami.
Yeah.
Miami. I'm calling him Miami just for him.
But just look at how the East has been though. I mean, you're 3-6 and you're second in the AFC East, and I think the Jets are third with a similar record. And the Bills, they got 8 wins, but they can still make the playoffs. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how the wild card is. But with this team, I mean, when the Raiders play the Dolphins,
technically we're not eliminated either. Not yet.
That's why the inspirational movie speech got to win the whole thing. This guy
got a cutout. It just can't be a Mark Davis. It's not going to work.
Yeah, that's gonna really make them tank. No, I don't want them to take off no clothes. No, we're tanking. Tua Tagovailoa. Tua through 10 weeks, and I believe he missed 4 games due to concussions. He's had a history in his young career of concussions, scary concussions. Yes, so this year, 1,155 yards of passing, 6 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, of a 95.4 rating, 72.4 completion percentage, not sacked 9 times, which is not bad. Longest pass, 80 yards, and that was, I believe, to Tyreek Hill. Quarterback rating, 50.3. So, this is something that the Raiders have to really stop. Of course, especially on the air. Now, if you get one good hit on him and he hits the ground, CT is not real. But you might take him out the game, ring the bell one time, not trying to wish a harm on it, especially head injury. But that's just the reality.
How did he get that last concussion? He literally ran into the defender face first and ended up with the concussion. It wasn't like it was a head-to-head hit or anything else like that. If I remember correctly, his face mask hit the damn chest plate of the pads, and he ended up with that concussion. So it might not take much to get Tua out of the game.
Do you think, and I'm just talking conspiracy, because of this guy right here. Do you think that...
Do we need the hats? Do we need the hats?
No. Do you think that... The referees are going to be extra careful when the defenders are coming close to him. Do you think they're going to be trigger happy with them flags? Just
I don't
safety
know.
reasons.
That's tough because you know what? You just saw what was it last game? He threw it was a fumble or an interception. He went to go try to tackle somebody and literally dropped down, to go. So that's going to be hard. I mean, yes, they're going to want to try to protect him. But at the same time, it's not Tom Brady, it's not fucking Patrick Mahomes, So is he going to get that special treatment because of concussions? I see them more likely doing if he got a hit that could be questionable for him, they may force him to go into concussion protocol because the referees have that
authority,
ability, that power to be able to do that. So if there's something that could be suspect, they may force him to go into that. They might be more protective that way, but not necessarily flag way, because if that was the case, when he dove down to try to tackle somebody and he got kicked in the head, I mean, they should have thrown the flag on Tua and said, you know what? No, you can't be doing that. You got problems with concussions. But, you know, it is a sport, and you can't, just because he's susceptible to concussions and does not want to retire when maybe, and I'm saying this, I mean, I've had 7 concussions my damn self, you know, when maybe he should be considering it, because he's had the last 3 he's had, they call those primal concussions. And that's where your brain just goes into a primal mode. And, you know, all this shit is a serious fucking concussion. This last one kept him out 4 to 6 weeks, whatever it was, kept him out for a while. And you had a lot of players, former players, people saying he needs to retire.
Even Antonio Pierce was said on record in a press conference when I asked him about that at the beginning. I believe it was right when he had that initial, or not the initial, but that last major concussion. And he said, no, just retire, because this game, your life is longer than the time you play in this game.
Yep.
And there's more things important, and family and everything else and all that. So, and we know, you know, remember guys like a Junior Seau, and there was the safety with the Eagles, you know, guys who.
Oh, don't forget about what was it? The linebacker for the Steelers.
Yeah. So,
you know,
I mean, haunted.
And unfortunately, some of those, now Junior Seau hurt himself, nobody else, but some of those people, you know, because of this shit, have gone out and hurt other people because, and it's not really their fault to the extent of the damage that they had. They didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah, and then
you have just to think of yourself and your family before. I mean, I get you love the game. I got respect for trying to come out and finish. But, I mean, when CTE first came out, I can't remember the name of the player, but I know he was on the 49ers. When they came out with that study and everything, and I believe, you know, all that, he turned around and retired. He didn't have concussion problems, but he retired for his own health because he did not want to end up with the possibility of the Junior Seaus and those other players we were talking about. He didn't want to put himself in that situation. He thought of his health. And I could respect him for that because that was a business decision.
Yeah. Big word. That should be a drinking game. Business decision.
Business
go over there,
decision.
drink. Business decision. There you go. Yeah, so, I mean, one good hit on him, one of those guys get through, and it could be lights out.
A Crosby hit, a fucking, you know, Spillane hit. We've got people who could lay down some wood.
Yeah.
And not necessarily
just,
you know, trying to hurt them, but
I was gonna say just even a cornerback blitz. So
yeah, that too. You know, I mean, there's a lot of things, and you know, I don't wish injury on nobody, but it might not. You know, we might be able to. We might end up seeing it just because of the way it goes.
That is our PSA for today. Make sure you wear helmets when you engage in competition.
Thank you, Homer.
There you go.
Thank you.
The only person that we want to see get knocked out is Jake Paul. Anyways, all right. So looking at the numbers, at the stats, Raiders and Dolphins, their NFL rankings. Raiders offense is ranked 30th to the Dolphins 24. The Raiders defense is 12th to the Dolphins 7th. Okay.
Hey,
the Raiders passing. What a difference a day off makes, right?
The defense, we went up. I mean, damn.
I said, what? Yeah, what a difference a week off makes, right?
Yeah,
you know?
I'm telling you, yeah.
Passing 23rd to we're 23rd to the Dolphins 27th, and rushing. There's not even a bar for us. Last 32nd to their 18. So it looks a little lopsided in favor of the Dolphins. Looking at the numbers in depth, the Raiders' offense overall ranked in 29th. The rushing is 32nd. So wait, let me start over. 29, 280.2 yards a game, 76.9 rushing yards a game. That's 32nd for the Raiders. 203.3 yards of passing a game, 18th. 18.7 points a game, which is 25th. So ranked 29th. Raiders offense. Miami's offense, 315.2 yards a game, which is 20th. 20th. Rushing yards, 126.4, which is 9th. 188.8, which is 25th. That's the passing yards.
We're better.
We're better. 16.3 points a game,
We're better.
which is ranked 30th. Is the Miami Dolphins, which is kind of I was surprised when I put that together. 20th ranked offense. So the Raiders defense, 325 yards a game they give up, which is 15th. They give up 129.9 rushing yard, which is 22nd. Raiders give up 195.1 passing yards, which is 11th. And they give up 27.9 points a game, which is second to last, which is 30th. But their total offense is 15, and the Miami Dolphins defense, 305.8 yards they give up a game, which is 10th. Rushing yards they give up was 114.4, which is 12th. Passing yards is 191.3, which is 8th. Points they give up 22.4, which is 17th. Their total defense is 10th. So, I mean,
So you're saying we got a chance?
Well, it's funny because when we played the Chiefs, looked like we had a better chance of beating the Chiefs if you go by the numbers than this one. So we'll see. It's all about how the offense does.
Yeah,
that's basically what it is.
Come down. And if that offense can keep the defense off the field, our defense, I'm talking about, to get some rest, I can see those defensive numbers getting a lot better. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's been our biggest problem, I think, with a lot of things is our defense, the run game right there. Why is it so much, why it's so low for us? Because they keep getting pounded by running backs and it gets harder and harder at the end of the game. And that's where things start falling apart because the offense is just doing too many 3-and-outs and shit like that.
3-and-outs or turnovers right when they get the ball. So
Turnovers,
the defense is, and even though the time, if you look at the time, the defense, it's like, well, the defense and offense are on the field at the same, average around the same time of game for the Raiders, but the defense is putting more energy in to try to get you lost the ball, now we short field. So
yeah, I was just going to say, except for 2 games, that defense has kept us in games. Yeah. There has been, again, we talked about, there have been games that we could have easily won because the defense kept us in there, but the offense just has not done their part and put the points up that's been needed in order to win those games.
Yeah, so I believe if Scott Turner can get this running game going, that will help the defense. One, because the running game could control the clock. A defense can get a rest on the sideline, and chew up clock and control the field to open up our passing game, or maybe even he'll know how to use our passing game to open up the running game. But maybe if they go into a zone power hybrid and get Zamir White going, because Zamir White in a pure zone offense, it's just not working. Last year they were in a power type offense, so maybe Scott Turner can know how to rejuvenate Zamir White.
Yeah, and those last 4 games that Zamir was the starter, he looked like the replacement in that power scheme.
Yeah. And that's the one thing I hate when you have players that they succeed in one type of offense, and then okay, we got to get a new offensive coordinator. Then you go and get somebody that's the opposite of what these players are building off of. That's what happened after Gruden when he resigned, and Bisaccia, and then they went to McDaniels, which is a different type of offense. Like, you should have stayed with that type of West Coast offense. But now we got a McDaniels offense, and then that wasn't working. But that power offense, that scheme, but then we go to zone. And I hate when they flip-flop like that, because now you got players who worked on the previous type of scheme. Now you're trying to fit them into this different type of scheme, And I feel like that's another thing that, if you're going to have the players for that, keep the same type of offense.
We do have some good news, though. JPJ is going to still be playing at center. So we should be able to work with that power offense on the line and not worry about God damn it, what's his name? He's been out for so long, I forgot him already.
Andre James.
Andre James and everything. Because I know there's been a lot of people who are not happy with that re-sign.
Yeah,
me and you, you and me as one of them. And I like seeing JPJ at his natural position, and he's only going to get better, in my opinion.
So looking at these numbers, Gardner Minshew has been inserted back into the starting role at quarterback. We already talked about his stats. What is up, Anna?
Hey.
Anna's not used to us being on time. That's why. So,
and not only that, I said you'd be here, Anna. I did say you'd be here.
Anna's keeping up her streak alongside Asylum. So, looking at these numbers, Alexander Madison, I saw an interview with him on K Adams. He says that he is familiar with this type of offense in Minnesota. So him and Abdullah was in Minnesota. They were in Minnesota when the two Turners were over there, part of that offense. So there is familiarity within some of these players on the tendencies, because you're not changing the offense, you're just adjusting it. So Alexander Madison knows their type of offense, so that's a good positive right there. We got to get Brock Bowers going, like I said, and Jacoby Myers. Maybe with the new play caller, they start to get him the ball more and have him be that true number one receiver to take over, to elevate. I mean, he was already the best receiver in the receiving corps, even with Adams before he was traded. But now let's make him the number one. Let's focus the offense on him with Bowers. Those are your ones and two right there. I know Bowers is a tight end, but that's your 1 and 2 right there. And maybe get that running game going because of them. So on the other side, Tyreek Hill, it's all speed. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Raheem Mostert. I had him on fantasy a couple years ago, but he's also injury prone. But when he's not injured, he's a good player. So these are guys that the Raiders defense have to watch out for.
But you really got to watch out for a chain right here. He's a beast.
Yeah.
He could single-handedly control a game. And we've seen him do it. So, he's going to be the one that you really got to focus on and stop in that run game.
Yeah. So the Raiders defense does have their work cut out for them in this game, especially with the speed and with injuries. One key injury, Nate Hobbs will be out with that ankle on the defensive side. So he was ruled out. He was ruled out in that slot. Yeah, Bryant's out too, the tight end. Michael Mayer is questionable, but I would not be surprised if he suits up. Let me start over. I would be surprised if he doesn't suit up. That sounds more dramatic right there. Colton Miller looks like he's ready to go out there because he has the ankle, but it looks like he'll be probable. Even Dylan Parham, probable. So we're getting a lot of guys healthy again. With the only three, Andre James, of course, you had mentioned the center. He's out with the ankle. Nate Hobbs was said today in AP's press conference that he was doubtful, so I guess they rolled him back to out or downgraded him fully to out. And then Harrison Bryant, he's rolled.
Cody Whitehair is out too.
And Cody Whitehair, the veteran guard on the offensive line, he is out with the ankle. All them ankle injuries from Cincinnati. So are still around.
Ankles and phantom whistles.
Yeah. Terran Armstead phantom whistles again in this last game. Terran Armstead, O-tackle, questionable with a knee. Robert Jones, questionable with a knee. He's their guard. Alec Ingold, former Raider, fullback. Calf, he is questionable. Isaiah Wynn, their guard, with a quad and a knee. He is questionable. And Patrick McMorris, their strong their safety. He has a calf. He is questionable. Everybody else, Odell Beckham Jr. is still out there in the league. He's over there with a knee, but he's probable. You'll probably see him. So a lot of guys. Tyreek Hill with a wrist, but most likely he'll play. So that's their long injury report. Asylum, where'd you go? So right there. And then we're coming off the bye. We have 8 games left. Now, last year, as you can see, November 17th, we played what day was it? I mean, what was the date? It was the same week, though. Week 11, we played the Dolphins, you said. Week 11.
Yeah.
Exactly.
On the 15th, the same day as today, we had a show talking about playing the Dolphins, but I believe that was – did we start a Friday show by then?
No. We started after Thanksgiving.
Okay, after Thanksgiving. So that would be –
That was a Wednesday show. We didn't do a show yet. We didn't do Friday yet.
So we played them on the 19th, and we're playing them on the 17th this time.
Yeah, so it's like we're starting back. Like it's reversing. Coaching changes. AP is coaching. It's one of those weird things, like Back to the Future type of stuff, right there.
But what did we do last time though? We came out with 2 straight wins.
Yes.
So, and then we lost to Miami, in that 3rd game. So we're going to come out with the win, right?
Well, if you go by that math, that means we're going to lose to the Chiefs at home. I'm sorry. At their home.
We're going undefeated.
Win the whole thing. Going through this list again, I mean, the Raiders coming out, new offensive coordinator or new play caller, basically. Maybe it gives hope again that we had at the start of the season, because it's really just 3 games where 2 games where we got killed, but the other games we lost because of our own self-inflicting bad plays, fumbles, interceptions, turnovers. So
just disappearing for too long.
Yeah, we took a break in the middle of the game. Halftime was almost 2 quarters long, and then we come back and then, oh, look, the score, we're losing. So, I mean, we'll see. It's kind of like Anna said, not giving no predictions, just they win, eh?
It's hard to try to predict this, because if you're going to say they're going to win, you go by the way everything's gone, it's not going to happen. But if you're going to say we're going to lose, because look at the 2 wins we do have, those are against teams that we should have lost to. Everyone had us losing to those teams.
Yes.
And then we were able to come back. So it's just come out any given Sunday, come out, play your best football, and let's see what we end up with from there.
Yes. Well, let's just get some kind of positive juju, I guess. Because we have played this team. Speaking of, the last time we beat them was our overtime victory. Let's go into a quick video. Well, it's not quick. It's about 5 minutes. But let's go into what we always do at the end of every Friday show, or towards the end of every Friday show, is a history lesson. Know your history.
No, it's know your fucking history.
You got that? You got that clip ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so let's go into our Friday special segment called Know Your History. Coach Wallace, kick it off right here.
And all you Raiders out there need to know your fucking history.
Come on, man. Don't forget it's our time. Now, everything counts. Everything matters. Take care of each other. Make great decisions. Protect the ball. Run. 1, 2, 3, run.
And we are underway from Las Vegas, week 3.
Threatening drive of the game, and it's by the Raiders. Backs up 2 steps, got a man wide open, hit on the base, intercepted. Oh, mercy. This could be a pick 6. I don't believe it.
We approach 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. A little fake by Brown, and Brown's got room. Goodbye! Touchdown, Malcolm Brown! And the Dolphins add to their lead. Operating out of his own end zone, will throw it. Oh, the catch and blasted Jalen Waddle and a safety. Casey Hayward was all over it for Las Vegas. Make the handoff. Carr off his back foot. Touch. Hauled in. Henry Ruggs climbs the ladder.
And the Raiders are on the move.
Raiders looking for their first touchdown of the day. Carr. End zone. Touchdown. Alec Ingold.
Set. Takes it. He's in trouble. He's going to be sacked. I mean, he's buried at the 15-yard line.
This Vegas team has got something about them.
Carr looks in that direction. Forced out of the pocket. Flush to the right. Got a slant. First down. Dives end zone. Yes, sir. Hunter Renfrow caught the slant. And for the first time today, the Raiders take the lead.
Hey, good job, Paul. Hey. We're going. They can't stop us. Yeah, he ain't never seen that before.
Barber on first down. Breaks free. 30. Out to the 35-yard line. Smash mouth football, baby. Barber's going to throw. Jumps it off underneath to the running back Barber. First down into Dolphin territory.
Big play for Miami trying to put a stop to this Vegas momentum. Carr, strong throw. Terrific grab. It's Darren Waller. Soft toss. Catch made. Extension by Drake. Second and goal. Peyton Barber. Airborne. Touchdown. Las Vegas.
Here's Brissett. Sack. Back at the 29-yard line. They're going to go on 4th and inches.
Here we go. Sneak.
They have to go for it. Jacoby Brissett. Did he get it?
It's going to be very, very close, folks. Very, very close.
Oh, my. Las Vegas takes over. It's 4th and goal for Miami. One last gasp for the Dolphins. Rush coming. Brissett steps up. Brissett, the fake, and he's in. Touchdown, Miami. What an effort, Jacoby Brissett. A 2-point try for the tie. Brissett throws it. Complete! They've got it to Fuller! We are knotted up at 25 apiece.
I love it. Let's go! 1, 2, 3, let's go!
And the Raiders will have it at the 25-yard line. Carr tosses it. Handled by Ruggs. Along the perimeter for a first down. Step up. Long ball Carr. Got his man. Brian Edwards. Daniel Carlson, who made a 50-yarder, will attempt one from 38 yards away. Carlson for the lead. Straight down the middle. And the Raiders go in front 28-25. Jason Sanders will attempt a 50-yarder. 50-yard attempt on its way. Tie game. 28-28. 2:49 to go in overtime. 15 now from the 20-yard line in the tie game. Protection holds up. Carr launches. Caught! Over the shoulder, Brian Edwards. Mr. Clutch for Las Vegas. And the Raiders are in business. Breaking away, Peyton Barber. What a rip. 27 yards. And the Raiders are in position. Daniel Carlson. 22-yard attempt. That's a winner! Viva Las Vegas! The Raiders are 3-0 for the first time in 19 years.
Come on! You already know what it is. Let's win, baby!
See all the players that McDaniels got rid of? Whatever.
Yeah, there was a lot going on there. I mean, that was exciting.
Yes.
I remember that game. That was exciting. It was going fucking, we had it. It got taken away. Then it's like, okay, things going good. God damn it, they tied it again. And then we just marched down the field and did what we had to do and got that W. I remember days we had those. There's just been too far few and in between.
Yeah, and at least take me back to that part to where we had something that we were able to build on, because I think it was the last time we really seen, well, I think after that we won one more, and then we were on a 3-game winning streak because we started off the season 3-0. So the closest we got was 2 games in a row last year around this time going into this week. So we'll see. But let's talk about what really is going on today.
You know how to get involved and do the emails and fucking screwed up our streak going.
I know. Can you imagine what could have been? I'm tired. Well, like it seems like within the last 10 years, it's always what could have been. If Carr didn't break his leg, what could have been? If John Gruden didn't have to was basically forced to resign, what could have been? So, It is what it is. But
they kept Versace. What could have been?
Yeah. So, but
Squirrel?
Yeah, sorry. A lot of things going on behind the scenes over here. So, it's a very important match today. Well, we can't really talk about who's going to win the Raider game because we don't know. But we know who me and you are both going for. Let's take a look at what happened yesterday in the weigh-in of this big fight coming up right after our show.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Brownsville, Mike, can I ask? The world is excited to see you one last time, perhaps. Can you just tell us the emotions, the thoughts that are going through your mind right now?
Talking's over.
Why did you push him there? All right, that's it. That's it for Mike Tyson. He walks away. You just felt his power. What did that feel like, and why did he do that to you?
I didn't even feel it. He's angry. He's an angry little elf. Mike Tyson, I thought that was a cute slap, buddy, but tomorrow you're getting knocked the fuck out. I'm f***ing him up, Ariel. I'm f***ing him up. He hits like a bitch. It's personal now. It's personal now. He must die.
All right.
Hold on. He hits like a bitch. That wasn't even a hit. That was a slap. You ain't felt the power yet.
I guess you can say he got bitch slapped right there. Anyways, so
he got the taste taken out of his mouth.
Here we go. The fight that everyone was waiting for since July when it was supposed to happen. I get my sister, Clout Chaser. Yeah, he goes, I'm going to knock him out tomorrow. Jake Paul. Let's look at the tail of the tape right here. Tail of the tape right here. Cage match right here. Okay. Mike Tyson at 58 to Jake Paul at 27. Yeah, there is a 31 age, 31 year age difference, whatever, of Mike Tyson being 30 years older, 31 years older, but Mike Tyson does have a lot of experience. Plus, Mike Tyson still has a lot of anger issues, okay? Mike Tyson trains like he still looks like that Mike Tyson that we saw at the end of Punch-Out. You go up there, bing, 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 ding, ding, done. Okay? That's why I'm glad it's on Netflix, because if it was old school pay-per-view, you spend, what, $70 for that fight? To see 60 seconds of it? Wait a minute.
No, the intros were longer than the fights.
The national anthem.
You know, so I mean, all I have to say is he don't know what he's getting into. He thinks that was Tyson's power. Tyson was just taking the taste out of his mouth, so he doesn't know he can't know what he's tasting when he's tasting nothing but leather.
Yeah, And you know, maybe because we're old school, and this is our, well, for me it's my childhood watching Mike Tyson knock out folks. You were what, like a teenager? Yeah.
You know, teenagers and shit. You know, Mike Tyson. I mean, the shit. What was it? It was like fucking. He was 20 and something with fucking goddamn 18 knockouts. It was like 21 and 0 with 18 knockouts. And like you said, most of those were in the first round within the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, and I don't think this is no exhibition like when Mike Tyson fought a couple years ago. It was in 2020 around Thanksgiving. You know, where it was just basically a sparring, you know, back and forth with him and Roy Jones Jr. You know, it was a friendly bout. Both were going to be, you know, it was going to be a draw at the end, so there was no betting or no gambling.
There was no winner, loser in it. It was just, like you said, exhibition.
Yeah, so.
Okay, Homer, who's going to die? We all have our. If I had time and wasn't always working, I'd had Anna put a bet on whose the death was going to be.
Mike Tyson is going to knock him out. It has to happen within the first couple rounds, though. But Mike Tyson is going to knock him out. Jake Paul has fought a lot of, I don't know, what's before amateur? Because there's amateur and then there's pro. But what's the stage before amateur? You had a celebrity boxing when he fought a retired basketball player. And then you had a couple scrubs, you know. Homer's talking about Jake Paul is going to die. Because earlier he called him Glass Joe.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted him to say it. I just wanted him to say it, though. But, no, yeah, I don't even know what you called before. You know, you got Pee Wee football, so is it Pee Wee boxing?
Pee Wee boxing.
You know, I mean, yeah. Jake Paul, I mean, he's fought, you know, retired MMA fighters, or some of them may not be retired. Some of them have boxing pedigree, but they were MMA, you know, the last thing they did. So you're taking away two of their main things that they were, you know, that they're familiar with, which is the grappling and the kicking.
Yeah.
So, you know, they were at disadvantages. Then when he fought actual boxers, they were all in lower weight classes than him. So he, you know, he was the bigger guy. So he's a big guy who likes to beat on little people. And the one guy he fought that was his age and close to his size, he lost to. Okay? Yeah. And that was Fury. So what do you fucking think you're going to do when you're going to go face to face with the baddest man on the planet? And I'm sorry. I know that
from
was
Tyson Fury to Mike Tyson.
You know that was the old Tyson. But I'm sorry. I don't care if he's 58 years old. He's still the baddest man on the fucking planet.
Tyson's ready.
A problem child. Mike Tyson knows how to take care of a bad acting child. He's going to put him over his knee and whoop that ass like he's never been whooped before.
In the phrase of the old man in The Simpsons, that's paddling. That's paddling. Gonna win my ring? That's paddling. You want to talk about me? That's paddling. You want to say I'm boring? That's paddling. That's paddling right there. Grandpa, Iron Mike, Grandpa Tyson is going to take care. They said something like, I heard that he was going to wear like some special things to protect his ears. Jake Paul. Stop, Jake Paul, yeah, whatever.
You know, why? Because he's afraid to fucking get hit by Tyson.
Mike Tyson. Okay, you don't want to mess with a man who has tigers in his living room and his best friends are pigeons, okay? You don't want to mess with a guy like that. He's not. Tyson has been more, you know, he's been more, I guess, reformed from that old Mike Tyson, but Mike Tyson still can switch to that Mike Tyson. Okay.
Hold on. You saw it there. Mike Tyson said he don't want to let the demon out. But you know what? Jake Paul opened his mouth, talked about some shit that he shouldn't have talked about, and let that demon out. The minute he talked about Tyson's dead daughter, you saw a different Tyson in training.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready.
And I'm sorry, but Jake Paul's going to have nobody to blame but himself when he wakes up off that canvas and wondering where the fuck he is or why he can't remember the last fucking couple of days because, you know what? You know, I was just watching the thing. The last guy who fucking talked like fucking Jake Paul did, Tyson destroyed.
Jake Paul is going to get knocked out on the canvas. Is going to wake up in the Dallas hospital somewhere. What's going on? Was it all a dream? I had a nightmare that I got knocked out by Mike Tyson. Well, it wasn't a nightmare. Okay.
You know, I think if anybody could, Anna, you probably could.
Oh, no, I know Anna could. Anna would get in his face. Let me tell you something, dude. Oh. Mike Tyson be like, hold on, relax.
Hold on, calm down.
I just came to sign autographs, okay? Don't. Anna, you gotta be in that corner like Mickey from Tyson. Okay, in there. You need to eat lightning and crap thunder. Let's go. So, with that, it's on Netflix. So whoever has Netflix, get your password from your best friend or family member, and make sure that they don't try to shut you down like they shut us down on YouTube. You know, and make Mike Tyson shut down YouTube, which is Jake Paul, knock him out. So we're not going to be on air while it goes because I want to go watch it, but we just wanted to preview it. We wanted to preview it and talk about it because both of us are Tyson fans, and I know the majority of those who know and still love boxing want Mike Tyson to come out.
The fuck out.
Oh, like Debo.
You got knocked the fuck out.
The fight starts right now on Netflix, but there, of course, there's preliminary fights. You know, there's other fights on the card, so it'd probably be maybe within an hour or two, or not an hour. Maybe
I don't know how many fights there is. If there's one or two fights, I'd say like an hour and a half. Oh no, if there's one fight, it'd probably be an hour. Two fights, like an hour and a half, maybe a couple of hours, and then don't blink. Get in there early. Because if you think you're going to be able to catch it, you're going to turn that shit on and you're going to see Jake Paul laying in the middle of the ring, you know, asking for his mama.
And I'm just ready. I'm ready. I want to see if there's one thing I want to see this weekend. I want to see a Raiders victory. But if I had to choose, I want to see Mike Tyson just. I know it's not the same thing, but you take that belt and you wrap it around. Ding, ding, ding. School's in. All right, so with that said, all right, Asylum, it's time. That's somebody else's line. We're about to get sued for that, huh? Bruce Buffer. It's time. Okay, so it's let's go. It's time for boxing. I got to get my drinks ready, get lit up before Jake Paul gets lit up. Hey! So let's go. Let's get ready for a Tyson victory. And then for us who are not on the tank ship, let's get a victory on Sunday. Let's see how this offense looks.
Hey, I want to come back on Wednesday and talk about 2 different W's. How about that?
Two different W's. Sorry. West Coast? Okay, so 2 different W's. All right. That is it for everyone. That is everyone. Oops, hold on. I got the wrong buttons pressing. All right. With that, we want to say thank you for tuning in. Get ready to go watch Mike Tyson knockout. The Prime, Prime, the drink, and Prime the coach.
Oh yeah, the Prime
against.
I'm Prime right now.
Anti-Prime right now.
I'm anti-Prime right now.
With that, I want to say thank you everybody for tuning in. Get ready for Tyson versus Jake Paul. Hope Tyson knocks him out, knocks him into another dimension.
Hey, just put that in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Roller. Let's get Jake Paul knocked the fuck out. Hey, Tyson's hometown is Las Vegas. I mean, it's all going to come together. If Tyson gets the win, then the Raiders are going to get the win, right?
Yes.
It's just what's going to happen.
I want to see Mike Tyson knock him out like he did with Zach Galifianakis in the first.
In the Hangover.
Yeah, touch my tiger again. All right, everybody. Solid. Any last words before we all venture into our own Netflix?
Good luck, Jake Paul, because Tyson's going to fucking put you in a world of hurt. Let's go Raiders. Let's fucking, show the Dolphins what happened. What should have happened last year is going to happen this year. And let's just get these wins. Both of them. Everyone stay safe. Don't wish nobody to get hurt. Plain and simple, on both the boxing and whatever. But I want to see some eye rolling.
Yeah. I want to see some eye rolling in this boxing match, and I want to see some tuna being made on Sunday. Bumblebee tuna. All right. We end every show like we always do. Oh, Douglas Sinclair, man. I'm going to shout you out, Douglas, but you've been saying some wacky stuff on the chats over here. Well, I'll put this up. Whoever is going to go up there and slap me, okay. All right. With that said, happy Friday.
Hold on.
Let's relax now. All right, with that said, we say thank you very much for watching our show. Appreciate everybody in the chats. And head slaps tuna on Sunday. And let's get a knockout. Let's get a knockout today. Mike Tyson, let's go. All right, then. Everyone take care. Have a great weekend. Let's start it off tonight and end it on Sunday. What a victory. Victory tonight, victory on Sunday. Let's go. All right. We end every show like we always do with the word from Raider Milt, a.k.a. Coach Wallace. Take care, everybody. Have a good night. And ding, ding, ding. You're done. Wait, wrong button. There it goes. Take that, Jake Paul. Peace out.
All you other NFL teams, your tailgates are weak. Your teams are weak. We might be down right now, but it doesn't take away the history. And all you Raiders out there need to know your fucking history of who the fuck you playing for and where the fuck you're playing. Damn it. Oh, and by the way, I won my last cage fight. Again, I'm still undefeated. And you NFL motherfuckers out there that you think you want some, come on and get some anytime.